got a quick look at Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman's kits coming up in Season 1 of Marvel Rivals. Mr. Fantastic is going to be a brawler-style duelist with a higher HP pool and more about doing consistent, continual damage to as many targets as he can. He's got a piercing basic attack and quite a bit of control, being able to slam enemies together, reflect shots, or greatly boost his health to become a somewhat of a tank. He can grab onto targets and pull himself to them, both allies and enemies it seems, which give him some decent mobility and engage potential, as well as possible disengage. He's going to work really well into 1-3-2 compositions, where he can utilize his damage when you need to, but when things get really hairy, he can beef up and tank some damage for your team. His ultimate kind of looks like a weaker version of Storm's, where he slams down on enemies in a large circled area. The damage of it seems okay, it's not a really game changer ultimate by any means. During his ultimate, he could definitely be damaged as he's bouncing around, so you definitely want to be careful with this and make sure a strategist is covering you or you have your full health before you activate. He looks like he's going to be fun for those players that just want to be up and personal but don't want to have to do the Vanguard role. For the Invisible Woman, she looks pretty interesting. Her attacks seem to go out and return back to her. They do damage and healing to any enemy struck. She's got the ability to double jump, and she can put down some kind of slow field or gravity well that seems to slow enemies and possibly even pull them into the center. She's got some shoving abilities where she can use left click to push or right click to pull. She can place on a stationary shield on one side of an ally that will stay wherever it was cast and block attacks from that side, but attacks can be shot through it and damage enemies on the other side. It does look like she has a passive that makes her invisible whenever she hasn't taken damage or done any actions for a certain period of time. This is going to make her really tricky to track down and a great fit for the Invisible Woman. Her ultimate creates a large ringed area. Everybody within the ring becomes invisible to anybody outside of the ring. This is going to cause constant healing to allies within the ringed areas. This is definitely going to be one of the strongest healing ultimates. The fact that it's stationary is going to keep it balanced compared to Mantis or Luna Snows, but still going to be really powerful, being able to control an entire area and giving massive healing to your allies. That's also a lot harder for somebody like Iron Man to easily wipe out everybody inside because he doesn't know where to aim unless he's inside the field. These two characters look awesome for their concepts. I love that they took the ideas of the characters with the stretchiness of Mr. Fantastic and the invisibility and barriers of the Invisible Woman, and they put them into the game in such unique, interesting ways. Our Rivals has so many opportunities to make such interesting designs, and we're gonna have a fun time coming into Season 1 with these two new characters. I hope you guys are as stoked as I am for checking out these two new heroes when they drop in the new season. We're of course gonna have guides up for them as quickly as we can. I'm Zesty Fresh with Sazaze Games, and we'll catch you guys next time. Sazaze.